Okay. Hello, dear friends. Michelle is back on the line with you. I hope you regularly watch my reviews, but I also understand that someone is here for the first time. To put it very briefly, I specialize in conducting a short analysis of stockbrokers, or of those companies that call themselves that. During the analysis of each broker, I try to determine the level of risk of fraud that a novice trader may face when deciding to start working with a project. Plus, of course, I periodically tell my subscribers about interesting historical cases related to fraud. Most often, these are worldwide stories that led to financial losses of millions of dollars. I also pay attention to the correct interpretation and application of various special financial terms. It is important to me that in no case you become victims of scammers who, in order to achieve their goals, can simply substitute concepts, as often happens in matters related to trading on international financial markets. I dedicate today's review to one of the old fraudulent projects that still continues to deceive people. We will talk about the Altesso project. This is an arrogant, unscrupulous and dangerous, which of course is not a broker. But I will tell you about this in detail in a few minutes. In the meantime, I want to ask you, if you are suddenly faced with the actions of Altesso or have already suffered from them, be sure to contact me at the contacts listed in the description of this video. I will definitely keep your anonymity, but at the same time, I'll try to give you simple recommendations in which you will get chances to protect your interests and return the stolen money. If you like my review, please be sure to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And it's time for me to move on to the review. Let's go, guys. Okay. Now, as always, I first suggest that you follow me to the central page of the project portal, because a lot of conclusions can be drawn down based on even the most superficial and primary assessment. As you can see, the resource of this broker, which I remind you is not a broker, is made in a minimalistic style. There is practically no useful and specific information here. Everywhere there are only general words behind which there is nothing. And in general, the website does not make the impression that white broker portals usually create. The resource is made in an extremely minimalistic style. There are no mentions of financial news, fresh quotes of major trading instruments, forum, blog. Everything is done very primitively. I want to repeat once again that white brokers never work like this. Even on the basis of the information that I have already voiced to you, it becomes clear that something is wrong here. The second point that bothered me very much about the Altesso project is just those trading tools that are available to traders. You should understand very well that the operations that you will perform here have nothing to do with classical trading on the stock exchange. The project openly says that it offers traders the opportunity to work with virtually one single trading instrument, with contracts for difference in prices, which in the professional environment are called CFDs, because of contracts for difference. And this tool has a much higher level of risk than working with classical assets. The fact is that by trading stocks and securities, you actually becomes, the owner of a part of the company whose assets you acquire or sell. Given this fact, your potential income will consist of rising stock prices plus annual dividend payments on them. Working with CFDs has completely different principles. There is no transfer of ownership there. In fact, you are simply making a financial bet with the broker as to which direction the course of the instrument you have chosen will move. And you know, if you said that the rate will move up relative to the starting point, and you were right, the broker will be obliged to pay you a reward. If you make a mistake, your money goes to the broker. Everything is very simple and dangerous. And it is dangerous because such transactions are fraught with a direct conflict of interest of the parties. There is simply unprofitable for a broker if traders make correct forecasts all the time. And the Altesso project offers traders only such a scheme of cooperation and no other. At the same time, the project is 100% anonymous. As you can see, there is no information at all, because if we try to find something, there is nothing. The only thing that can be found on the website is that the company is registered in Geneva at Avenue Louis Cassay, 181209, Geneva, Schweiz. Just a second, I will try to show you. Yeah, that's it. That's the address presented here. But this also does not mean anything, because in my opinion, this address is a simple fiction. After all, the broker does not tell us anything at all about who is the founder of the project, nor the name of its management. And, there is no a single word about the license. It looks as if it is not required at all. Meanwhile, if we assume that the broker is really registered in Geneva, he would simply not be able to work without a license from the Swiss financial regulator. Well, if there was a license, I assure you, it would be placed in the most prominent place of such a portal, pouring information as the Altesso project. Personally, I think that all the information on the portal is fake, from the beginning to the very end. Separately, I want to say about the work of the support service. I have read a lot of negative reviews on the web about how these scammers work. I want to tell you that their phone operators are a great danger. As soon as you register on the resource and leave your phone number there, you will be actively processed. They will assure you that you have to invest. They will insist, and in some cases they may even threaten you. In a word, scammers will do anything to lure your money under a pretext and convince you to replenish your trading deposit. Some victims refer to hypnotic and twilight states of consciousness in which they directed their funds to Altesso. Then, of course, the trading accounts were quickly blocked and the money was stolen. This is, of course, very dangerous. I'm coming back to you guys. Just a second. Okay, I am here with you. Friends, what I want to say as a conclusion, it is obvious to me that the Altesso project is nothing but scammers who do not even try very hard to hide their essence. Just look at their poor and nameless portal. I don't recommend investing here to anyone. If you are interested and if you want me to prepare an observation for you on a specific project, write to me about it in the comments. I will be happy to prepare an interesting and honest review for you. That's all I wanted to tell you today, guys. I say goodbye to you until we meet again in my future videos. Ciao guys!